So I was thinking about like posting a long video where I transcribe something, and I've been working on something a little bit recently. It's just a transcription of the GameCube startup theme. If you haven't heard it, it sounds like this. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It uses a lot of like really cool music things. It uses fourths, as you might have heard, but we'll go through, I'll explain some stuff, and we'll try to complete this transcription. As you can see, I've already done most of the melody and also a bit of like the bass line accompaniment. I can just go through right here so you can hear it. And yeah, so and get started working on this. Let me just make sure OBS is recording. And okay, yeah, cool. All right, so yeah, I was working on the bass line here. I'm just gonna connect these notes just so it looks better for now. Actually, disconnect these and put these together because see, I might do some like metric modulation here because it kind of sounds that way, even though it fits in 2/4/4 bars. Like when you listen to the theme, it doesn't sound like 4/4, and this is what the rhythm and the accompaniment right here is like what you actually feel when you listen to the song. But yeah, let's go through and do some transcribing. Boom, boom. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, as you can see, it follows a pattern here. It's just going down in fifths, which is pretty cool because the melody is in fourths and then the accompaniment is in fifths. Maybe I'll do like a breakdown video of this because it's pretty cool. But yeah. Is that a... Yeah, that's a B flat. So does that mean, like, if we follow the pattern, this should be like a major second dissonance? Is it this? Yeah, I think it's that. So it's a C and a B flat. It's an A flat? I don't know. Wait. Boom, bum. It falls on this. So this should be a note from like this sonority. I mean, wait. Boom, bum. That's a fifth. So, should be an A, right? But that doesn't really make... Oh, maybe it's like an anticipation? Oh, actually that makes sense. Actually that makes sense, yeah. It's an anticipation. Well, either this is an anticipation or this is a suspension. Although it's kind of weird to talk about that when you're talking about quartal chords or like, I don't know, but yeah. Wait, what? Oh yeah, okay. That makes sense. Alright, yeah, that's a G sharp. So this is an A sharp. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's that. You also notice the xylophone and the flute here, like they're in octaves. Nerds. Yeah. And then the big hit. Yeah, I think it's like a whole note. Or not a whole note, what am I saying? A quarter note. Like, just listen, you go. If you just follow the 16th note rhythm. Wait, no. Yeah, that's 100% like this. This beat should fall here. Boom, boom. I'm pretty sure that's the bass note. Now it's a B flat. Yeah. Oh, it's an E. So is it like a C over B flat chord or something? Like, this is just my intuition. Is like, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Yeah. I'm just looking at possibilities for how this could be voiced. Because, like, it sounds like this. But what if it was like... Nah, it's definitely not that. Yeah, I would hear that if it was that. Pretty sure it's this. Yeah, sounds right. So should we just, like, split... Should we metrically modulate this? Because look how perfect it fits in 4/4. It fits perfectly. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if that was like somewhat the intention of this. Like, who wrote this actually? I don't know. I could look it up, I guess. This guy? Oh, I see. So it's saying he composed it without instruments. So he just did it in like I don't know what software, something. That's cool. But yeah, I could split this up into random different fucking like measures, but I don't know. I guess we could see what it looks like. Let's see what it would look like. So first there would be a measure of 3/8, right? Because this, and this represents this chordal sonority right here. So, well, this arpeggiated chordal sonority. But yeah, so that's 3/8. Cool. All right. Let me just connect the notes. And then we would have a measure of 2/4. And by the way, like, annoying music theory people like to argue about time signatures and which one is right. Don't listen to them. Please don't listen to them, because all of that is so elitist. You can write any song you want in pretty much any time signature you want. It all has to do with how you want the music to be presented, and also you should consider also if it's going to be played by musicians. If it's going to be played by musicians, you want to write it in a way that the musicians can, for one, it won't be too hard to read, and two, it will be easier for them to, play the music in the way that you want them to, right? So that's why, like, you would write something in, let's say, 3/2 instead of 3/4, right? I mean, there are differences between those two time signatures, but like mathematically they are the same, right? But there's like on paper they're the same, but in practice they really aren't. They sort of have a different sound, and you can use that musical syntax to convey certain things, like, for example, if it's played by an orchestra. But when it really comes down to it, it doesn't really matter. Like, when people argue, oh, this song is definitely this time signature, okay? Like, you can try to guess, what time signature did the composer intend, right? But that's like saying, like, what color did Picasso intend when he was painting this tree, right? He was just using a certain color to convey the feeling that he wanted, right? If you argue over these small different things, you're kind of missing the point, right? The thing is, a lot of different music can be interpreted in different ways, right? You know, maybe the composer of the GameCube theme was thinking about this when he wrote it. He probably did think about this, but that doesn't necessarily mean that he would write it this way, you know, if he was writing it for an orchestra or for some musicians to be played. It's like there's a lot of nuances to it. So I just want to like let you guys know that you shouldn't worry too much when people argue about time signatures. You should just understand the difference between the time signatures and what sort of songs use them and what sort of feelings and musical sensations they give off, right? And you should also look at what are the benefits of using one over the other, right? There's no correct answer. There's just an answer that fits the motives that you have for writing a particular song. Sorry, that's like kind of a rant, but I get annoyed when like people get too into this type of stuff because they just are really missing the point sometimes. But anyways, yeah, if we're gonna interpret it this way, this next measure could be a 1/4 bar, or it could be a 2/8 bar. I honestly, I'm just gonna say a 2/8 bar because I think it'll look better. And I also just, I don't know, it makes more sense in my head. Oh, I just realized the enharmonic spelling is different between the top line and the bottom line. That's kind of funny. Which one do I prefer? Do I prefer this to be a D sharp and a C sharp? Sure, let's do that. Let's do that. All right. And then what's the next one, or what would it be? I kind of want to put these two sonorities in the same measure. So we could do 3/8. See, there's really no right answer here. There's just whatever way you think is best for whatever your motives are. Like, for example, my motives here are to capture the chord changes, right? But I don't exactly follow that rule every time, right? Like here, there's two separate chords, but I'm representing them in one bar because I don't want to have 3/16 bars for obvious reasons. That would just look very messy. It already looks messy, but it would look even more messy. It would be a very, very small measure. Or we could make this 5/8. And then just have this on the downbeat. I don't know. 2/4, I guess. Doesn't really matter. It's the ending. Alright. So yeah, now we can see the two different ways we represented this theme rhythmically, or metrically, let's say. But yeah, you can see I also connected these notes in a certain way. Like you can see how I have these 16th notes in threes. That's because, I mean, one, look at the contour of this is going ba da 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 da. Each new like cell is like started by this note up here, right? That's why they're split into threes, and also just because they represent different quartal chords, right? If you don't know, most chords you hear are made out of thirds, right? That's why it's called a triad, right? But these use something called quartal harmony, which is basically when you stack fourths to create chords instead of stacking thirds. And as you can see, that's the sound of a fourth, or of multiple fourth intervals. Okay. So yeah, now we can listen to this. Although wait, I could. Yeah, I think I like that. All right. Yeah, so now we have our two versions. You can leave it down in the comments which version you like better. Do you like this? Or do you like this better? Which one's nicer to look at? I mean, for me, it's hard to say. I like this one, honestly. It looks a little bit cleaner. But also, I could fix the problem of these notes being so, like, high up, right? I could make this, but nah. I kind of like, I don't know. A lot of people are scared of doing stuff like this, and I totally understand that. Like, there's a billion reasons why you shouldn't write something like this, especially if it's for real players. Actually, I take that back. You can write something like this for real players. It depends on the context. But I don't know. I just like seeing the bass clef go into the stratosphere. I don't know. I like to see that. Maybe it's a bad thing that I like that. But yeah, let's listen to this now. We could even go one step further and like add the instruments. Honestly, like we have time, why not? So it's a xylophone, I think, right? A xylophone, and then let's just do a string ensemble for the rest. And then there's a flute, I forgot. I just did that because the xylophone only plays the top line, I believe, right there. And then the flute. And then, I can see now why this composer, this was like one of his only songs that he composed without instruments, because you can kind of tell, like, this song is very mathematical. Like, you can really tell, honestly. But it's still epic. Like, that's nothing against the song. Like, I love this song. Everyone loves it. This is Pizzicato. Actually, in flat.io, this is the software I'm using right now. I think to do Pizzicato, you do this. Yeah. And Yeah, you shouldn't put staccato on pizzicato like this. So I'm too lazy. I'm just gonna leave it there. It's fine. Oh yeah, and then the last chord I think is played by just strings, right? And then there's also percussion in the background, but I'll decide later if I want to add that. And they go back to arco at the end, I think. Okay, yeah, I should get rid of the staccato. Is that arco? Or is it pizzicato? I'm pretty sure it's arco, right? I'm just gonna go with arco, because I mean it's a sampled sound, so. Yeah. I'm just gonna leave it without instruments. I just wanted to show you guys what it would look like with the instruments. I'll post this on my flat account. I'll get rid of this. Why not? I'll just have this. Another thing I forgot to add is this tempo marking here. I literally just put a random tempo. Because it felt close enough. I could try like figuring out the real tempo, I guess. I'll use a metronome app. It's kind of hard though. You have to, let me think. Alright, let's see if I can do this. Nah. Wait. This is hard. Let's just make an approximation. I don't know. Does it sound better slower? Oh, definitely not. Definitely not. I think I like 120. It just sounded perfect. I don't know. Yeah. I could also do this. I don't know about that. Yeah, why not? I'll leave that in. So yeah, that's the GameCube theme. There's also like some percussion in the background, if you notice, like a snare drum. Yeah. So yeah, I mean that's the basis of it. If you want like an in-depth music theory analysis of this, I mean, put it in the comments. Yeah, but there you go. You'll listen to it one more time. All right. Well, that's everything. Let me know. I don't think anyone's going to watch this video, but if you do, you know, please leave a like or put a comment if you want. Thank you guys. See you later.